Hello and a warm welcome to The Point. Poll bugle has been sounded and most of the political parties are busy stitching alliances, giving tickets to the party candidates and most of them even competing in poster wars. Joining me now is a man who wears many hats. He's a BJP Youth Wing President, a cricket administrator and himself a Lok Sabha MP too. I welcome Anurag Thakur on To The Point.
Thank you, Neelu. Thank you.
Anurag, at the very outset, I would expect you to give very specific answers to some straight questions which we are thinking of fielding. Starting with the fact that almost the first week of the election code of conduct is over. How have you seen the way the parties have conducted themselves?
I think we welcome the decision of the Election Commission to announce the elections. I think the people are waiting for a long time to change the government. They are facing inflation, corruption and many other unemployment are big issues in this election. But at the same time, look at the other new parties who wanted to change the, politics in India. But on the very
You're talking about the recent clash between Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP.
Of course, yes. I mean, look at that. I mean, on the very first day when the elections were announced, they were involved in the stone pelting and demonstration outside the BJP. This is how the politics should be run? No. But I think there should be, a serious call on elections where you should go out with the issues and agenda.
But when you're talking about the conduct of parties in this particular case, BJP already knew that Aam Aadmi Party was a party which was known, all the people in the Aam Aadmi Party are known to be street fighters. They have taken to vigilantism in the past. So shouldn't BJP also have exercised to some kind of a restraint? I
think they're behaving like urban Maoists. Okay. The way they are behaving and the way they are inviting other Maoists to join the party mainstream and the kind of reaction coming from that side, it's very strange and unwanted.
But BJP also retaliated with a tit-for-tat kind of a politics.
Not really. When you're throwing stones, bricks inside the party office, hurting many people inside, what do they do? And what was the police doing? Why no strict action has been taken? Why they have to protest outside our party office? Just to be in the news. They don't leave any chance to be in the news. They don't have a serious nature towards politics. They just want to be in the news, grab power. Maoists and Naxalites want to grab power through guns, but these are urban Maoists who want to be part of the democracy but behave like Maoists.
But this gang war politics you're talking about, BJP was well aware of the style of Aam Aadmi Party. I mean, do you really see the things worsening as and when the time is passing?
But this is sad. Look, the big promises they made to the people of Delhi and they've been exposed in just 2 months, less than 2 months, 50 days. They were not able to even, fulfill one of the promises they made. And when they was, they developed the cold feet while not fulfilling the promises, they ran out of power. They said, no, we are leaving. This is not.
But what will you say to the recent showdown, what happened at Gandhinagar? Where obviously Kejriwal didn't take an appointment from Modi, but Mr. Narendra Modi could have also attempted to make it an initiative to meet.
Do you think he was serious to meet Mr. Modi? He just wanted to be in the news. That's what he did. And even after meeting, nothing could have been achieved. So I personally feel Congress is using Mr. Kejriwal and party and their Notanki team.
But Kejriwal
to just to throw mud on Mr. Modi and on the BJP. Congress do not have even a single leader to be announced as the Prime Ministerial candidate. They don't have the strategy today to counter BJP popularity or Mr. Modi's popularity.
But Arvind Kejriwal had long been telling the media that he's going to carry a long list of issues pending with the Gujarat government and it's only those issues about which he's going to rake up with Modi. So
I think Mr. Kejriwal believes that he is the self-certifying agency who can give certificates to anyone, but when it comes to his law minister, he will say, no, the judgment was wrong, the judge was wrong. So it's strange. He is a single authority. Within his party is facing a lot of problems.
But
lot of demonstration outside his house that the money is being taken to give the tickets. People are fighting among themselves. I don't know what is going to happen to his party. But
you really feel that you will see a similar kind of a clash also between Congress and Aam Aadmi Party?
See, Aam Aadmi Party is the B team of Congress, but unfortunately they're becoming the A-team of Congress now.
Okay.
So Congress should be aware of this. This unhealthy coalition between the AAP and Congress is being exposed. First in Delhi, now in the nationwide. When Mr. Kejriwal does not take a hit on various issues of Congress party, whether it is corruption, dynasty politics, or maybe many other things, he doesn't talk about it. He's just talking about Mr. Modi, BJP, just to cut the vote bank of BJP, which is not going to happen.
But the way Aam Aadmi Party became a potent force when we saw Delhi elections and the kind of force it came out to be, do you really feel and do you really admit now that both parties, whether it was Congress or BJP, both of them grossly underestimated Aam Aadmi Party?
Maybe yes, but they've been exposed. They have lied, they have made wrong promises, big promises, but unable to fulfill that, and they've been exposed in a very short span.
So are you scared now?
For what? You know, the media is already showing 230 plus seats for the BJP, whereas there's no second party even closer to 100 mark. Congress getting about 70 seats. Why should we worry?
No, because
we should be more concentrating on getting more than 270
seats. Here is a man
seats.
called Arvind Kejriwal who is taking on Congress, who's taking on a prime ministerial candidate Narendra Modi. So, are you really not worried that he might dent into the votes of BJP?
Not at all. You can lie, you can create nuisance, you can play the role of a maverick, and that is what you have to do to just to be in the news. And I think the time has gone. He's been exposed by the media. There is a recent clip I've seen last night on the social media where a media person, a very senior media person, been exposed talking to Kejriwal how to make what point have to make a big news.
I'm sure this kind of dirty politics is going to be played out in the weeks to come. But let's take a short break at this point in time. But when we come back, we talk about Modi and his brand of politics. Back in a moment. Welcome back. You're watching To The Point with BJP Lok Sabha MP Anurag Singh Thakur. Anurag, I was wanting to ask you about the BJP campaign of 2014. Is it only about Namo Namo or is it about BJP or NDA too?
Why Namo Namo? Because Narendra Modi has done a great deal of work in Gujarat. People talk about his development, his clean government and his attitude towards, making Gujarat the global power.
While the entire campaign is revolving around one brand called Modi, the party is also alienating a lot of senior leaders.
It is happening because Congress, Third Front and any other party is unable to decide their prime ministerial candidates. It is only Bharatiya Janata Party who has decided their prime ministerial candidate.
But when I'm talking about alienation, I'm talking about the ranks of senior leaders who are getting alienated. Like Murli Manohar Joshi is not able to have his say. Then you have leaders like Alalji Tandon who are not able to have their say.
I think it is just the creation of media. We have a parliamentary board where the decisions are being taken. And at the very same time, let me tell you, it is for the last 2 years, media has been saying, oh, announce your prime ministerial candidate. When we announced it, now you're saying, why one man? There has to be one prime ministerial candidate. And the things has to revolve around him. Because he is going to be the leader of the country. And we are proud to say he is the most popular leader today. With more than 65% people in this country wants to see Narendra Modi as the Prime Minister of India.
But his candidature for the Prime Minister's post was announced almost 6 months ago. But the suspense over his Lok Sabha seat still remains.
Elections are announced just 7 days back. The first list is over. The second list is over. Now look at this. In a state like UP, where you have not announced even a single seat. In Gujarat, where you have not announced even a single seat. Rajasthan, you have not announced even a single seat. How can you announce the seat for Mr. Modi? You have to announce once the party decides that who's going to contest from where.
So how is this murmur getting leaked out to the press that Narendra Modi will either fight from Vadodara or from Varanasi or Rajnath is going to fight from Lucknow? It is just
the media creation because media knows if Modi contests from Varanasi, in 1998 BJP got 24 seats out of 32. If we contest this time from Varanasi, BJP will get at least 28 seats from that region.
So, you mean to say that you are discounting all the dissensions which have happened in the past, the way Sushma Swaraj has raised her opposition, Murli Manohar Joshi has come out in opposition saying that, he doesn't want to vacate his seat. So, all these are murmurs.
He never said that. I'm sorry, Mr. Joshi very clearly said, let parliamentary board decide. which leader will contest from which seat, to be very precise. And Sushma ji said, we have not even discussed about the Uttar Pradesh and Mr. Modi's seat. This is just the media creation.
But close and trusted aides of senior leaders like L.K. Advani, they have been saying that people within the BJP, the new crop of leaders, they are trying to deliberately, selectively leak out things to the press so that a public pressure, some kind of a public pressure is built, and then, you know, they'll have their own way. Is it true?
Not right. You know, when party unanimously picked Mr. Modi as the Prime Ministerial candidate, I personally feel even the parliamentary board will unanimously decide from where Mr. Modi will contest, which can help the BJP to get more seats. You know, last time in the last elections in 2009, we got only 4 seats out of 32 seats in the Purvanchal. In 1998, we got more than 24 seats. If we contest today from Purvanchal, it's going to help the BJP to get more seats. If that is helping BJP, why not? But the party has to take a call on that.
But you had Narendra Modi ji's confidant Amit Shah going back and camping in UP for the elections. But still a safe seat is still being hankered out. It's not been solved.
Neelu ji, why do you call it a safe seat? I'm saying strategically you have to see if Modi contests from that seat.
But if there is a Narendra Modi wave, then do you really need a safe seat?
It's not about the safe seat. It's about the it's about Mr. Modi contesting from a seat which can help many other leaders to win with a bigger margin and to have much more seats in that region. That is, I gave you the statistics.
At the cost of senior leaders.
What about senior leaders? Mr. Joshi contested from Allahabad first, then he contested from Benares. It's up to the parliamentary board. Last time they decided him to contest from Benares. This time they may also decide him to contest from Benares or maybe from some other seat.
But in the past few weeks, we were reading that BJP is deliberating on the fact that L.K. Advani should be pushed to Rajya Sabha. Murli Manohar Joshi ji should be sent to the Rajya Sabha. Is it true, really?
I think it has been discussed only in the media.
But somebody has to leak it to the media.
It's not like that. You know, someone planted a story and said, oh, above 75, they should go to Rajya Sabha rather than contesting the Lok Sabha polls. I think the party has to take a call. If you have a winnable candidate at the age of 80, 85 also, they can decide that he can contest.
In fact, Mr. Advani, I remember in one of his Republic Day interactions with the media himself said, when he was asked a specific question that are you planning to go to Rajya Sabha, he said, not at the moment. And then when he was asked that are you going to fight from Gandhinagar, so he said, let's see. So he just maintained a very open-ended kind of a statement which obviously was media to interpret the way it was.
But isn't that fair? That if he has not taken a call to go to the Rajya Sabha to contest from the Gandhinagar, he's been very open about it. We are not hiding anything.
But is it true that L.K. Advani also time and again has cautioned the party against too much dependence on Narendra Modi? Because the campaign is hinging only around Narendra Modi, which you said that of course he is a prime ministerial candidate, so you have to bank all your resources on him. But India Shining, of course BJP was in the government at that point of time, India Shining backfired. This time it's all namo namo, but you've parked all your resources on Narendra Modi.
He comes from the backward community. He has seen those days when he used to sell tea to feed his family, to earn his bread and butter. And for the last 13 years, he has been the most successful chief minister in the country, who won 3 times Gujarat for BJP. He is the single person, who's been rated as 65% people wanted to see him as the prime minister. I think what BJP decided is paying them. If the majority of the people want him to see him as the prime minister, it is helping BJP. Why not our campaign revolve around Mr. Modi? I think it helps us. Why not? Nothing wrong in it. If we have a leader to showcase, to sell, and people are accepting
him. But you don't accept the fact that you are over-marketing the brand Narendra Modi?
Not really. In a country like India, where you have 29 states, more than 545 seats, you need to go to each and every corner of the country.
No, but while you are doing so, there might be an overkill also, as many people have already started talking about.
Not really.
You don't find the second-rank leaders in BJP at all.
There are many. You look at the 2 senior leaders like Arun Jaitley ji and Sushma Swaraj ji, who have done an extremely great job in the parliament.
You're taking the names of all the senior leaders who, again, in most of the rallies, they have been found missing. Anurag, but I'll have to take up a short break here. We continue from where we stopped after the break. Welcome back. You're watching To The Point with Anurag Thakur. Why is it that most of the rallies, the Narendra Modi rallies, the senior leaders are missing? What is the reason?
Not true. Many rallies, majority of the rallies, Mr. Rajnath Singh has attended as a
Only Rajnath Singh. We have not seen the third leader.
At least 4 rallies I have attended as a BJP youth wing president. How can you say that?
You had a most talked about Delhi rally which none of the senior leaders attended.
No, what we are doing is we are focusing on the state leadership, which should be given the prominence. What happens if you take all your leaders to all parts of the country? People want to hear to Mr. Modi, to listen to his views, his vision for India, how he is going to govern the country, and to talk about his good governance and development model. That is what we are showcasing to the country. If you take all your senior leaders to all the rallies, you won't be able to justify and give them enough space to speak.
Tell me something honestly. There were murmurs, I don't know whether it's true or not, but people have been saying that most of the senior leaders in BJP, they are very reluctant to go to the big rallies because the kind of frenzy which Narendra Modi whips up in the crowd and people just want to listen to him. So none of the senior leaders are wanting to talk because people won't listen to them. They want to listen to Narendra Modi.
In today's world where media plays a very important role, you can see the rallies on internet, on TV. Do you expect large crowds to come to any venue? You know, we've been talking for the last 2 years that in the coming years, either it's going to be social media or the media through which you have to reach out to the masses. But I think Mr. Modi had that charisma, that aura, which brings 1.2 million people to one public meeting. 12 लाख लोग लखनऊ की रैली में, 8 लाख लोग बिहार की रैली में. Despite 16 bomb blast, nobody ran away from the
Anurag,
meetings.
tell me one thing. Despite all the figures which you are throwing, why is it that Modi ji is just talking to these big gatherings through simulcast, through campaigns like Chai Pe Charcha? But why is it true that he is refraining from specific interviews? Why is he not holding press conferences? Why is he not talking to the press?
See, if you look at the Women's Day Chai Pe Charcha, he specifically spoke about the women-related issues. In the coming times, he is going to speak about the youth-related issues. And in every Chai Pe Charcha, he talks to the common man on the street.
In 2009,
who can raise any question.
In 2009, Modi also said that there should be a debate between the PM candidates. But is he avoiding the debate at the moment?
I'll request you to please get the names of the other political parties who are their Prime Minister candidate. I'll request Mr. Modi to have a debate with them.
No, but is Modi shying from the debate, or is the other party shying from the debate?
It's not Modi shying away. BJP has announced Mr. Modi's name. But other parties are shying away because they do not have a leader. They do not have a leader of Modi's stature in their party.
But
and who is shying away? It is the other political parties to name the Prime Minister candidate.
But in the past, you had leaders like Kapil Sibal who dared Narendra Modi to come and...
Who is Kapil Sibal? He is not acceptable within his party. Who may not be selected by his party workers to contest from Chandni Chowk. What are we talking? We are talking about a senior leader who can be a Prime Minister candidate. He can come on one-to-one with Mr. Modi. But if there is not even a single leader in any political party, how can you even ask this question?
But is Narendra Modi ready to have a debate with Rahul? If it is a contest between Modi and Rahul.
We have seen Mr. Rahul on Mr. Arnab Goswami's show. I think after that he won't give a single interview to anyone.
So, but is Modi ready to give a specific interview?
He has given many.
If I call up Modi today and ask him for an interview, will he give me an interview?
Let me remind you and all the people watching this show, Mr. Modi has given many one-to-one interviews, including from Mr. Rajdeep Sardesai to many other people who has been criticizing them for the year 2002 onwards.
He has also appeared in an interview in which he walked away after he was questioned on Godhra.
See, I can give you 20 examples where the media has been proven wrong, the false allegation they've been making against Mr. Modi. A campaign has been done against him for the last 12 years. Not even a single judgment against Mr. Modi. Not even a single order. That clearly shows the bias of selected group of media against Mr. Modi.
But media will keep interpreting in its own way. So is it not right for Modi to come out and just speak to the TV editors, speak to the channels exclusively to just wipe out that kind of a perception?
I think if people to the tune of 800,000 to 1.2 million, which comes to 8 lakh से लेके 12 लाख लोग सुनने आते हैं, हर रैली में 4 लाख से कम लोग नहीं होते, 90 रैली करने के बाद आप अंदाजा लगाइए कितने करोड़ लोगों तक वो पहुंचे हैं, और जो 1-to-1 वहां पर होता है वो मीडिया के माध्यम से 1-to-1 नहीं हो सकता.
Coming to the alliances, the way BJP has aligned with parties like Ramvilas Paswan, with Lok Janshakti Party, you have been harping on the fact that there is a Narendra Modi wave across the country. But everyone who knows about politics does know that Paswan has lost relevance over the years in Bihar. What was that BJP's exigency to align with Ramvilas Paswan?
See, first you used to say that BJP is not getting allies. Now, when Shiv Sena, Akali Dal, then this Lok Janshakti Party of Ramvilas Paswan come forward and shake hand with us, be the partner. Now, Maharashtra Navnirman Sena, Raj Thakre comes forward. 3 more political parties from Tamil Nadu wants to join hands. The family is growing. The alliance is growing.
The family is growing.
This is a positive sign.
Family is growing, but at the cost of the dissension of so many state leaders you have.
See,
Bihar BJP is up. You have so many rebels who are working against. You have so many leaders coming out and saying that the alliance with Paswan is going to be suicidal for the BJP.
Not really. It has been discussed with the state leadership. It has been discussed at the central level. That is why the final call has been taken.
So you mean to say all is fine between BJP and LJP in Bihar?
Perfect. Perfect.
But what about the people who are...
See, that pushed Congress to, have a tie-up with a man like Mr. Lalu Yadav, who's been put behind the jails on the issue of corruption. So the Congress has been exposed on the issue of corruption. When Mr. Rahul Gandhi says, oh, you tear this ordinance and throw it in the dustbin, he's been exposed to join hands with Lalu Prasad Yadav. He doesn't have to say anything. When he can't take a call on leader like Mr. Veerbhadra Singh and Pratibha Singh, who have been involved in the corruption cases, has been exposed 5 times. He is still the chief minister.
But tell me one thing, coming to Himachal, Congress is putting out all the stops to keep Shimla, Kangra and seats like Hamirpur and to just rest away from BJP. How is BJP trying to contain this kind of a situation?
They are unable to announce their candidates even now. And I think people are not happy with the state government. They are not happy with the central government. And I think good governance and development, which is the agenda of BJP in the upcoming Lok Sabha elections, to provide more jobs, to keep a check on the inflation and to have a corruption-free India, I think is picking up with the people. And it is the reason why people are not happy with the state and the central government. They have seen the poor governance of Congress and they want a strong and decisive leadership in the center. That is why if you look at the social media also, Mr. Modi has more than 112 million followers, which is 1.15 crore people plus.
So, is Mission 272 of Narendra Modi going to be fulfilled only through social media and large gatherings, not looking at the specific interviews at all with the channels?
He has given a specific interview to Dainik Jagran recently. Slowly and gradually in the next 60 days, there will be many interviews will be lined up and I'm sure Neelu ji will be one of them.
Sure, even I'm looking forward. I'm really looking forward to counter Narendra Modi. But one last question before we leave you, Anurag. General elections is coming at a time when IPL matches are also, there is a huge probability of IPL matches going offshore. So, how are you really going to balance out with the way the kind of political wind is flowing in Himachal? Are you really going to devote, or will you be able to devote all your time between politics and IPL 7?
If you look at the 2009 IPL season 2, at the last minute, the government has refused to, let us play the IPL in India. And we have to move out to South Africa. Even now, we have to take a call either in UAE or to South Africa. We have to shift. Now, that call has to be taken.
Okay.
And personally, I feel the government should allow us to play matches after 2nd of May. Then we can have 60%.
Then you'll have time left.
Then we can have 60% of the IPL could be played in India, which means India can lose minimum revenue to other countries, foreign exchange loss and many other things. And expenses are much more. It's not easy to organize within a period of 30 days. But still we have no other option, but we have to do that.
But how will you strike a balance between cricket and politics at that point of time?
Even in 2009, I did not move out to South Africa. Okay. I campaigned for my party within India, and even now I'm going to do that.
Which is why, Anurag, we say that you're a man wearing many hats, but we'll have to see whether the right cap fits onto the right head. Thanks very much, Anurag, for joining on To The Point.
Thank you.
So see you next time with another personality on the next episode. Goodbye and thanks for watching.